As the stone giants start to effectively brick up the cave entrance, and they're doing it very slowly and very methodically, because that's who they are. The air around the front of this, where you're all sort of standing and waiting for them to do this, gets thicker and more acrid.
Oh no!
And you get the sense that this is... the air is getting dangerous. You do have time if you wanted to say, put up the hut.
Let's do that.
Well, I was thinking about that, but I don't think the hut stops air. Does it?
Oh, does it? It doesn't filter.
What about the giants? They won't fit in the hut.
They will not.
I mean, it's a
They're
thing.
not just into the ground.
They're going to go away.
Okay.
Yeah. They're gonna go
Only the Dreamwalker can phase. Stone giants cannot phase.
They're hardy anyway. They've got high constitutions. And stuff.
Exactly. So you could use the hut to avoid what is about to happen, and you're smart enough to go, shouldn't be here for this.
Also,
Well, I'll cast. In fact, can I?
Mm-hmm.
I have 1 4th level spell left remaining.
Yep.
Is the smoke the what's making the air bad? Is that coming from inside the cave?
No.
Where's it coming from?
It is coming from the ground. It is coming from around. Frankly, the visibility up here with the toxic cloud is so awful that you can't tell where it's coming from. It just is.
Okay, so it's not something that I could block off.
No, not at all.
Okay, in which case I will just cast the hut. I'll just use a 3rd level spell to cast it.
Okay, so vroom, the hut appears over everybody.
Yeah.
right.
The stone giants will continue their work as the air around you starts to get, yes, thick, acrid, and like flamey, like sparks between different bits of like ionized rock in the atmosphere, effectively. The giants all around you will start coughing and wheezing, but continue their work unabated.
Gonna be okay?
Who are you talking to?
Giants in general.
They don't speak common.
Okay.
But it's lovely that
You have to ask Shivaris to ask them.
Yeah, maybe he says it out loud and then realizes, like, ask them, are they going to be all right?
Are you going to be okay?
Cornadrian will, who is working, will look back at you.
If this is not complete, then this will not work.
They need to keep doing it. Fine.
3 or 4 stone giants will just collapse and start, like, fall to the floor.
Oh, those ones are not fine.
I could go if I can. I want to go and help. If that's.
Do you want to walk out of the?
I'm not sure you should leave.
I feel like they should be.
Hal, you want to step out and help them.
Yeah.
Roll a con save as you step out into the cloud.
Come on, Hal.
Is concept? No. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out whether Thomas's shield would help, but it's a con save.
It's a con save. Shield would not help.
That's the thing. I think I got a 12.
Okay.
So it's still going?
No.
Right.
It's a lot of clicks.
Yes.
You take 28 points of fire damage as your lungs are seared by this cloud around you. You immediately fall to your knees and start hacking and retching.
Okay.
Thomas will
Okay.
drag Halbonet back into the
Thank you.
Yeah, the hut.
I will assist if necessary.
That would mean you have to step out of the dome as well.
Yep.
I can do it. I got advantage on Constitution saving throws.
This isn't poison.
Oh,
And if it was, then I
you're
also
fine.
had
You
that
got it.
Well, no, you said it first and you said it very quickly. So yeah, do you step out to grab Hal and pull them back in? Sorry.
Yeah.
Then make me a con save.
I rolled it on D&D Beyond. I should have done it on my own dice. Yeah, that's a 13.
I'm not clicking.
36 points of fire damage. But you do manage to, if you want to use your move and action to grab hold of Hal and pull them back in, cool, you do, and you both sort of collapse onto the floor of the hut. Very badly burned in places and hacking and retching in your lungs, like both of you have the raspiest throats.
Okay. I do not have good medicine, but with the best of intentions, Corey would like to make a medicine check on health.
Please do. Go for it.
Oh, you are joking. Luck point.
Okay.
Ooh.
No. Tides of Chaos. Let's do Tides of Chaos first.
Sure.
Whilst you're medically examining me.
Luck point.
Oh my god.
All of them were bad. It's a 9. The best one was a 9.
I think you're sort of ineffectually patting like a kind of, oh, it's going to be okay. Oh, and Hell's like, out, those are birds. Don't pat the birds.
Stop plucking at me. I am not a chicken.
I don't think anyone else should go out there.
No, I understand. Give me a second. And I'm going to do... I'm just going to burn as many spells as I need to get us both, like, to stop the pain, if you see what I mean.
Because of the way that D&D works when it comes to pain, that sort of thing. Oh. Because of the way that D&D works with pain and that sort of thing, you are able to heal. You don't waste picking up all the hit points.
Sorry,
that's
what
fine.
I mean is, I'm not gonna roll anything or anything like that because we are just about to have a long rest anyway as well. It would be the thing if I want to try and salve the wounds a bit.
I think a healing spell each will start that process off. That's fine.
Exactly. That's all I want to do.
Around you, the stone giants are completing their task. I'm rolling for them, but a good third of them now have collapsed to the floor. Colnadriem also is starting to look a bit peaky, but they will all continue. The cloud will eventually pass, and they continue working. Do you all just wait inside the hut for them to continue?
Yeah.
If the cloud is gone, then we'd maybe tentatively see. I mean, are they visibly dead, or have they just passed out? Do we think?
Yeah, they just knocked out.
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
You could roll a medicine check at disadvantage because it's still very thick, toxic air around here.
So, well, that's the thing. So, if I go out now, I'm not going to have the same effect because I haven't fully healed either of us.
Nope.
But I did want to at least start the healing process.
Let me check first before you step out.
All right. What are you going to check?
Well, so Thomas would just step out slightly to make sure the air is not just fire.
How do we
still.
find
Yes,
a way
okay.
to check that isn't just you being a canary?
I understand.
Okay, well, any other suggestions?
No,
No, but I just don't like it.
Thomas, you can roll a medicine check at disadvantage at range to try and work out if they're alive.
Oh, yeah, well, I want to do that as well if we can do that at range.
That's a 13.
Hard to tell. You get the sense stone giants, if they do breathe very slowly.
Give me a minute. Oh, balls. I was so confident because the first one was a 23. It's in fact a 12.
You two can't tell if they're alive or not, although Colnadriem will step over to you in the midst of all of this. And in Giant, and again, translating through the telepathic bond in Shivarith is totally fine.
You should stay inside your magical dome.
We wish to help. We wish to heal.
They are part of something greater.
Why don't they all take turns in putting their head in the dome?
The problem is not the breathing. The problem is the flames when they come.
We can heal them. We can help.
My friend could heal them, but not without being outside of this area.
But they have given their lives for this.
I can give them their
Okay.
life back.
Hang on. Is that culturally important to you?
Oh, nice. Yes.
It shows the import of the task.
I don't want to culturally interfere, but obviously if there are people who have not yet died,
We have 10 minutes.
we wouldn't want more people to die that wouldn't need to. My friend could heal them before they give their lives.
Colnadriem will stop building the wall, other giants still building the wall, and will go and take one of the bodies and will drag them over to the dome and sort of place them half in it.
This one is dying, but not yet passed on.
So I would go.
Poor guy. Dragged.
I will do a 4th level healing word on him. So he will get back. Oh, it's poo. 19 hit points.
The giant will awaken from 0 hit points and will look down at you, Hal, look up at Kulnajriem and nod. And then will... They'll reach down a big hand towards you, Hal, but then it's quite close to you, but they clearly don't quite know what to do. Like...
Hal would like to mirror the movement, if you see what I mean, as in like trying to show I'm keen to connect if you are.
They will cabbage your hand. No, not aggressively, not like crunch. They will just cabbage. They'll go and keep working on the wall.
It might not do much. I don't know. If there's anyone that feels like they're at their limit and needs to come back and speak to Hal, but might not make it back here from the wall, have a swig of this. It might help. Thomas will hand over his flask. Obviously, it's tiny.
Conadri will pick up the tiny bottle.
Crunch it between your teeth.
You can use that 3 times. Sure.
Hal?
Yes.
Conadri will drag over the unconscious ones for you to heal up, and there will become a cyclical process if you're willing to keep burning healing spells on this to keep them up. Yeah. 1 or 2 of them are already dead.
Cool. I could do a raise dead, but I don't know whether that's a thing that they would allow. I'd offer.
Interesting. Can we come back to that?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. But if you're okay for the time being to heal the ones that are falling unconscious from the toxic air, the fire that burned them. Yeah. Cool. Then we have a process started off. Over the course of the next couple of hours, they will cover up most of the front of this cave.
Yeah.
I really hope the dragon is inside.
Me too. It'd be so disappointing.
At this stage, it doesn't... Well, we'll see.
Okay, from a story perspective, the dragon's inside, otherwise what the hell would the point be? But, in fact, no, we can do it in a story way. There is a story way. As this process continues, Conadriem will come back to you all and say...
They say the fire creature is inside. They can hear its sleep breathing.
Snoring.
Okay, that is good.
Let's put a label on it.
Chad the lad in his pad.
Dragon is not called Chad.
We're calling it Chad. That's just going to happen.
It's called Argathacool, but you know.
Argathacool? That is a good name.
Argathacool.
Chris, if we've been
It's not better, is it?
if we've been in here for a couple of hours,
Yes.
With all that time to sit and think,
Yes.
Lariel said that divination magic wasn't working on the mountain, but the arcane eye worked, and that's divination magic.
Yes.
Do I have any sense of why that would work if other divination magic wasn't working? Is it something that I can sit and theorize about?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Because she's a liar.
Could it be one of the other investigation?
No, you can't investigate something you can't
see
or hear.
22.
Fine. You get the sense that divination magic wasn't working to peruse the mountain from afar, but you're very close. That might be to do with distance. While this is happening, because it does take some time, there will be occasional, again, incendiary clouds or sheets of fire that rain down, even some spots of acid rain. This whole area is clearly awful, but with Hal's help, presumably burning all of your spell slots, apart from potentially a raised dead, which we'll come back to.
Yes.
The giants will eventually cover a good 9/10 of this wall. So there is enough space for you to crawl in. They've left a gap for you, but the dragon itself would struggle to get out quickly. It could probably still smash through, but
It's something.
it's something. Yes, Emma.
Further question. Would you rule that sendings can't be cast from inside a tiny hut?
No, it's anything else outside. That's fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. What we're going to do to make our lives significantly easier is count the time that the wall is being built as a long rest, so you can all regain your abilities. We will do a check on your raised dead, not because of the spell slot, but because I want to story-wise work out what that is.
Yeah.
During that time, while the giants are working, Kulnazrium is available to speak to, and a couple of things might become apparent that are worth talking about, which we'll come to in a second. You also have the ability to talk to each other if you want to.
Do we get our 10 hit points back from Hal's inspiring spreadsheet?
I'm not. Oh, I suppose I would sleep. I don't know how that's going to work. I would say it's perfectly fine either way, because
Inspiring Leader is a short rest, 10 minutes. So as long as Hal is doing inspire, depending on what this raised dead thing is, that might be pretty inspiring. We don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see.
Let's see.
But assume that you do.
Yes.
You will also all level up to level 10.
Ooh, level up.
Cool.
I would like to cast some sendings at some point.
Who are you casting Ascending to?
I'd like to cast at least one to Lariel.
Okay.
I'm going to contact Gnark because I'm intrigued.
Okay.
I may contact my parents. Depends how many you're willing to let me. And also, whether people send replies that mean I need to message them again, and how many spell slots I've got.
Keep track of your spell slots, because the long rest basically happens, you complete the long rest at the end of this time. So if you're using spell slots during that time, you only have a certain number. I'm assuming Hal's burned all of his on healing of various, all of theirs on various healing of various forms, and yes, we'll try that through. Nemlin has the highest passive perception, or does Hal have the highest passive perception?
18?
That's 21.
There we go. Nemlin,
Again.
one of the things that you notice, which you can share with the others or keep to yourself, it's entirely up to you, as Kulnazrium goes back and forth and is dropping off giants that need healing and coming back, also need some healing themselves occasionally, not gonna lie. More hit points than the other giants, but still. On the top of their shoulder, up here, there is something that they've absorbed in their shoulder that has the same symbol on it that the amulet had. You can see that.
Oh, I totally touched about that.
Just Shivarth.
Oh, tell me.
I feel like, Noun's a creature of instinct. I think at some point Noun would just grab Shiva, when she notices, maybe they've dropped off a body and they've turned around really slowly for some reason.
It's a filmic moment.
They're real slow turning.
To be fair, they always move relatively slowly.
I know. It's the worst. No one's watching them why? Why do you move so slowly? We all know that you go, oh my gosh, that's the thing on the back. Shabbat.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is definitely the same symbol that was in the anvil.
That thing on your shoulder. Sorry, first, is it alright if I ask you some questions about what you have attached to you?
They are my memories.
Is that okay if I ask you some questions about them?
Of course.
Wait, that thing you have attached to your shoulder, it has a symbol that looks kind of like I described the symbol, which you kind of didn't describe.
I did. It was a pattern swirl.
Sort of swirly.
Pattern?
Where did you pick that up exactly?
That is a sad memory.
Would you prefer not to go into it?
It is when we left our home.
Oh, it's got something to do with your caves.
The ones who drove us out. It is theirs.
Interesting. Well, I have no further questions. Noma?
Whoa, what did they look like?
Come on!
What
were they?
What did they look like?
We never saw them.
Ah!
How
How
did
did
they drive you out?
out?
They made our heads hurt. Voices in the dark.
That sounds kind of like
Does
what
this
Corey
ping a
described.
memory for me?
Yeah.
Roll me and history check.
And history, yes. That is right, actually.
I'll make their head hurt in the dark.
Tides of Chaos.
You've already used it, haven't you?
Yeah. You
No, we've had a long rest. You said we could press the long rest button.
Fine. If you don't want to have it for the dragon fight, that's your call.
God's sake. Fine. It's
Do you not
still
have luck points left still?
I do, but again, dragon fight.
I was going to say, keep it for the dragon fight. I wouldn't worry about it.
Fine. I don't. No. I just go. Oh,
What'd you
that
roll?
sounds stressful.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
This does
Such a good tune.
9. It does remind you a little of some of your experiences in the astral sea, but again, it's like trying to grab hold of a memory that's fleeting. It's that sort of,
That's why you graft it to your skin, you know, so you never forget.
I love that idea.
Just stick it on
It's
there.
really cool.
Dreamwalkers never forget.
I was going to say, is the texture of it like sort of very intricate tattoos that are slightly 3D, or is it actually that they're made up of the things that they're...
They're made up of the things, but all the things are petrified. So it's almost like they're sticking out of them at various
No, I
points.
see. Yes.
So they made your head hurt and then you left. How long ago was this?
I'm trying to translate our time into your time.
Right. Do you do days?
How many suns,
Years?
stars moving?
Well, they're from the down place, so they probably don't have stars or
Do you
suns.
do,
moving.
how many people have died since you left?
Of natural causes.
I believe it would be
How many 8-hour long rests would you say, you know,
That's not
that
gonna
you've done?
a couple of your years.
Oh.
That's not that long for them, I would imagine.
And that was about the same timeline as things going belly up in a mine.
Oh, yes. Interesting.
Well, I guess there's more here to discover when we get into those caves.
Someone was going to cast. You were going to cast 3 sending. Actually, let's do the raised dead first. Ed, do you offer to Conadrium to, because there are 2 stone giants because of the amount of work that you've done, that their bodies have just been left where they are, just left there. Like no one's even like. People aren't like kicking them as they walk past them, but no one's like.
They're skirting around them, yeah. They're giving
skirting.
them respect, but not.
They're not even really giving them that much respect. They're just bodies right now.
Okay, but that's so. How I want to approach it is saying to Shivareth, "Listen, can you point out the 2 that are being left alone?" Well, actually, hang on, because also they if they've been dead for more than 10 minutes, then I can't do anything anyway.
Hand wave.
Fine.
No, raised dead is not. If it's revivify, it's 10 minutes. Raised dead is a day or something.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
In which case I misremembered. But anyway, hooray. So if you can point out the 2 that are over there, I hope it would not be inappropriate to ask if I could bring them back, or at least one of them. I have the ability.
My friend can bring one of your people back from the dead, if it would not be against your cultural traditions.
You can return people who have passed on.
Not often.
Currently, we have the magical power to return 1.
That is incredible.
Didn't want to blow my own trumpet, but
They're being modest.
I would have to choose which one lives.
yes, which one deserves a second chance?
Well, or you could roll a dice, leave it up to fate.
What is dice? No,
I think I have a gaming set in my inventory somewhere.
Back in the thing.
Do you want to take a dice out?
Oh, wow.
Who has had less opportunities to see the world?
Blessed on us.
They have both lived. Neither is more or less valuable than the other.
Oh no, of course, that's not what we were suggesting. Sorry.
I took no offense in your remark.
Okay.
I mean,
Do you have a dice now, Melanie? Are you going to literally go?
I don't have a dice. What I do have is a gold coin. So we could say heads, that one because its head is facing me, and that one's tails because its feet are facing me.
I didn't know what you were going to say then.
You would... What is this? You would flip this coin.
yes. If you want, or we can just leave it.
You would define life and death by the flip of a coin.
It's not that different to rolling a dice. I really hate this person.
No, they will take the coin off you if you let them know, and just be. They're amazed by the concept of this.
The simplicity of it.
It has blown their mind how cool this is conceptually.
Can you tell them that I want the coin back?
They will.
Heads, the one whose head is facing you. Tails, the one whose feet are facing you.
And then they will flip a coin. And they don't have to do that.
No, it just lands, yeah.
I should flip a coin.
Ooh, okay.
Have I got a coin? Not easily accessible. I'll flip a coin. It'd be so cool to flip a coin. I've got a coin. I've got loads of coins. Here we go.
Putting wallet away.
The one whose I will go and get them.
And they will look at the coin in their hand, and as you watch, the coin just calcifies and sinks into their palm.
I look at Shiver.
I'll just get a coin out of my bag and just hand it to them.
You're not even looking away from this scene, yeah.
I would like to say we don't always decide who lives and dies in this way. This just, I think she was giving it as a suggestion if you found it difficult.
You don't need to
decide.
Sorry.
I am fascinated by this.
And they'll go and get the giant. And you're welcome to cast Raise Dead on the giant.
Was it heads or tails?
It was tails.
Okay.
Easiest drag.
Technically, giant, not humanoid, therefore wouldn't work, but this is a lovely moment. We're having it.
So what I'm thinking is to again as a slight callback thing. So what happens when I do Raise Dead is it's the thing of passing the hands along the body like that. But what comes out of my no.
Gonna run up and down the body.
No, it's out of my fingers come little Pac-Man ghosts, and the Pac-Man go over the body, replacing the dead with live, the dead flesh with live flesh. And it goes all over the body, going through it.
Nice.
The stone giant will sit up. We'll look at
Everything we know is a lie.
we'll look at you, Hal.
Try and do the hand movement again that the other one did.
It will lean down, two hands past your hand, and give you the gentlest of hugs.
Oh, no!
That's really beautiful. Hal is absolutely overwhelmed. There is a tear in their eye. Wow.
In the meantime, Conadrium has gone over to the other dead giant and petrifies them into stone completely. And then the stone isn't just a petrified stone giant anymore, it is just rocks. And they just become part of the hillside.
Can I? Wait.
Fight roll.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is a wonder thing. It is. It's a wonder thing. I can't guarantee it would happen. Fine. No worries.
Lovely. Are we going to create butterflies?
No, I was gonna do like fairy fire, or like a kind of dancing lights kind of thing, but I don't want to risk it being a
Yeah.
Fireball.
That might be a bit. Yeah. Don't blow up the film just after that.
Emmy, you're going to cast some sendings as well, and then we've got time to set up the final episode.
Okay.
By the way, everyone, this has been a very beautiful episode. I appreciate all of you very much.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
Thank you. Appreciate you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
likewise.
I know that I was going to mess sending Lariel, but my brain isn't working, and I don't remember why.
The plan. We were going to tell her the plan and the thoughts that if we destroy the dragon, then Roliet was also going to die, so we might need to
destabilize
take
the
control.
hall.
Ethical
of
conundrum.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is a problem, but if we end up having to kill the dragon, the Legion will not have a leader that may keep them in control.
I would also point out...
Wow. We are like the British and American government just going into places, destabilizing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a good place, but at the same... Sorry, Chris.
I would also point out that you now have some indication of where the amulet came from.
Yes.
You also have some indication that...
No. 24 words, Chris. Like,
I know, but I'm just saying
there's a limit.
that Lariel might have... I mean, the amulet was given to Vajra, but maybe there's more there. Maybe more has been uncovered.
We don't know the amulet was given to Vajra. We just know that Lariel doesn't have it, isn't wearing it.
Oh,
I thought she told you that she was specifically.
She didn't say that she was giving to Vajra. She just said that she wouldn't wear it.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, either way, there could be more there you could check in on if you wanted to.
24 words, Chris.
Okay.
Just to add to that list, actually.
Because that's what we need.
I was
Hi,
wondering,
are you banging how?
That's not where I was going with this. I was going
Not
to
at
loop
present.
to in the long time where there's lots happening that Thomas would not have had a lot to do other than resting at points. I was wondering about flicking through the book that Corey gave him. To see if we can find out more information from that, and if there was anything pertinent that might be useful to hand over to Lariel. But that is a lot to fit into 24 words.
We'll make that separate. The conversation with Lariel, we've already got things we want to do, but you looking through the book means we can have another sort of bit of information about the book, which is also useful. Yes. Covered, dealt with, excellent, splendid. Sendings.
Okay. Lariel. Hey. Message me back.
Straight away.
We have information. It's very important. I'm sure you want to know it. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Very good.
It's a grotesque tease. Well done. Amazing.
That is the clickbait headline.
Right there. Right there.
It sounds important. What have you got to tell me?
Was that a sending or was that her reply to my sending?
Her replying to your sending.
I'm not going to message her back. I'm going to wait and see if she sends me.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Any other sendings you want to send in the meantime?
Yep, I'm going to sending to Gnark.
Uh-huh.
Very good.
Hey, Gnark. Just checking in. Things got quite hot in the Citadel. Are you okay? How are things with
Alguk.
Nalguk?
Good knowledge.
Hello?
Oh, good, he's alive.
What is this? Oh, it's magic.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Hey, yeah, I mean, it was fine. I'm back doing patrols. Haven't spoken to Hnalguk. There was clearly more to be said, but...
Oh,
Gnak has no idea how this works.
Yeah.
He's probably still talking.
Yes, exactly. This is still going to be for ages.
I don't know when this stops. I'm just gonna
Good news, folks.
stop now.
Gnak is still alive.
Okay, that's something.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I had real fears there.
I rolled to see if he was in the tower.
Any
He was not.
news from Lariel?
Can't have been that important, I guess. Or is it important and this is some sort of game? Not big on games.
Pipe down, Larry, you stupid. I did not make a beep.
Well done.
Lara is very big on games.
Yeah, I thought you loved them. If Dragon dies, Moliek dies. Citadel destabilized. Power vacuum. Bad news all around. We'll be under the mountain. Your problem.
You get no reply.
Wow.
I also think we've like the worst thing we could have done was leave that to Laria. Like, you know, I was talking about like the British American government going into different things. Like we literally just went like, yeah,
we just left that to Dick Cheney.
Look,
Like
you're the Contras. You have to accept this.
We could have ruled our own city.
Nah, let's kill a dragon.
None of you
I
want to
feel
do
like I
that.
got all of the information over.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty.
Yeah, maybe we could leave. Maybe we could leave Neomlin ruling a city, and that would be the thing of like, okay, we'll go away and take something to bring back for the.
Anyway,
Yes.
Thomas, you were looking through the diary.
Yes.
No roll required on this. I described to Corey and to all of you, through Corey reading it, the first part of the diary. The second part of the diary, as you read through it, details Silaro and Elchan, her partner, going to try and find this Belarath, who tried to raise a revolt against Jontea's citadel and ran away into the tunnels under the mountain. The diary continues into the mountain, which is odd because you're holding it.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm just going to leave that where it is.
Okay.
Okay. Thomas, I think would read that, but then
Yeah, that's
so
not.
look confused, and then flick to see what it happens next.
Finished. Yeah, how it finished.
Yeah, how does it finish? Is there any indication at the end as to how did they return to the Citadel?
They travel in under the mountain. There are some quite detailed descriptions of some locations, which might come in handy later. They don't find Belarath. They get lost. And as they spiral deeper and deeper into what you can only presume at this point is the Underdark, but you don't know, the diary becomes more erratic, more spaced out, more fragmented, and then stops.
Okay. So Nat is trying to think back. I feel like there was a connection to Talona mentioned in the diary as well.
Not specifically, no.
wasn't
Talona
there?
was mentioned. No, Talona Chontea and the back and forth there was mentioned, as in people here worship Chontea. That's a bit dull. Chontea is all about farming, and not really my speed.
Right. Okay. But there's no specific mention of Talona further down. Then. No. Fine. Okay. So yeah, assuming other important business is not happening at the point at which he's kind of, oh, well, that's it. Well, flick. Huh. I would tell everyone that. So this diary belonged to someone who went into the mountain. And I'm not convinced that they would have come out. I don't know, maybe they did, but someone
How to get here?
someone had to have brought it out.
Right.
So whoever brought it out is what, at the Citadel? Or I don't know what this means.
It means that someone has gone in and come out because everybody who came up here before died.
But read these writings though, Hal. I'm not convinced that the people who wrote this.
But someone did come out because they brought the pendant and they put it into the
Exactly.
anvil.
Into the anvil. But where would they be? Why would they?
Why would they leave clues? This seems like there's no.
Well, they wouldn't necessarily.
The pendant is one. The pendant is one thing because we believe that was purposefully placed inside the anvil,
Right.
and perhaps whatever is on Kulnazrim was brought out purposefully to try and corrupt something else or curse something else.
Well, no, whatever is
Yes,
the thing on
Kulnazrim cursed.
The thing that's on Kulnazrim was down there. They took
brought
it in
up.
themselves down there and brought it here themselves.
Okay. We should still check if they're cursed.
That is a good idea, but they don't seem to be. There was no animosity there. They did more
No.
than we could possibly have asked for.
But okay, so why would if someone were so the anvil the amulet in the anvil was not a clue that was purposefully placed, but this feels like it was a clue that was placed or neglected. Why would someone bring this back if it was evidence of wrongdoing and suspicious things in the mountain, unless they were trying to escape or
lure people down there?
lure people down there?
Could it have been the dragon? They are devilish cunning, supposedly.
Why would they want people under the mountain?
Would the dragon fit in the tunnels? I suppose we've not seen them.
The dragon and the reason the stone giants are here are two separate issues.
Yes.
Is there anything on the book, not in it, on it, that would suggest how it arrived here, Chris?
Roll me an investigation check.
Something Shavara's really bad at.
So 28.
It's grubby. It's slightly mildewed in places. It's clearly well travelled. If you give it a quick sort of smell, it doesn't have the sulfuric smell of the valley.
I think this is new. I don't think this has been here long.
Do we think whatever placed this in the Citadel would have come out, sneakily placed it in a way that the hobgoblins didn't see
Well,
accidentally? It was just part of... Corey, where did you find this? It was just part of the horde that was going in the
Yeah.
wheelbarrows, right?
Yeah.
Or they just
But they were bringing in
died.
stuff from all over the valley.
Yeah.
They took
That's
the
true.
stuff that we found in that laboratory with all the weird flesh golems.
Maybe it just washed up. Maybe they just found it and took it back to the horde.
I suppose similarly, if it had ended up in the valley, it could have just been dragons or something shiny and took it and dropped it.
I mean, it has got a mirror on the front.
Nice, yes. So we're thinking this is linked, or we're thinking this is not linked?
I'm thinking the story that is written in here, the diary entries are linked, for sure.
Right.
But why it was out in the Citadel is still a puzzle. I mean, I'm
Well,
not sure it's one that we need to try and figure out right now. I think we have more pressing.
No, but do we think we should, if we get a chance, we should ask the dragon about it? Or do we think we just ignore that and try and deal with that?
If we can
lizard
get the
first?
dragon talking.
Something to distract it with, perhaps. Give it a riddle to solve.
Do you think that would work?
I don't know. I have not had many conversations with dragons.
Right, okay. That was going to be a question I was going to ask you at some point, actually, was what is your experience with dragons like, given your...
Well,
Why-
now I would the thing I've always had in my head about Howinet is that they have experienced most things, but I would say it would probably be in a sort of Forrest Gump kind of a way rather than You just having been around for long enough and seen enough things happen.
Sure, you're aware of dragons.
That's what I mean. As in, like, and I
As
might
a concept.
Yes, I know. I've seen dragons in books. No, it's that's what I mean. I think that they can talk knowledgeably about most subjects. It's a question of if you start like really scratching, the expertise kind of disappears.
None of you have ever fought a dragon before, certainly.
Not
apart
fought,
from,
certainly,
well,
exactly.
Well, we have actually
about
now.
a week, not even that, 2 days ago.
Technically, yes. Right. So I think it would have been if Hal has had experience of a dragon, it's been in the sort of, it's asking advice of the court of, some kind of very powerful being who's got a dragon who's an ally. It's that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, nothing aggressive.
You are all long rested. Are you going to head inside the cave?
Let's go inside. Okay, here we go.
Right then.
Right.
What a fly dragon.
This is exciting. This is...
Cornadriem and the other stone giants will, once they finish their task, will start going out of the horrible bit of the mountain. And Cornadriem will look at all of you and go,
I should give you all more time.
How?
What?
Listen to the points that you make. We've been in isolation for too long.
Oh, humanoids. And you know what? You could give it a go.
The people who came up here, they fought us. If we go further down the mountain, make overtures of peace, do you think they will be receptive?
Tell you what, I can put in a word for you.
Good.
they don't understand what that means.
I will message the people down there and let them know that you're coming.
You
and
are.
that you're peaceful if they're not aggressive.
This is pleasing. I hope you heal this land and can then heal our land as well.
We will do our best.
Right.
They will just slowly slope off down the mountain.
Are they?
Get that coin.
Are they
I
going?
wanna get that coin back.
Are they going down the mountain right now?
Yeah.
Molly,
Yes.
hello.
This isn't how sending works. Go on. What do you want to say?
How sending works. Hello. Fair warning. There are some stone giants heading towards the citadel. They are peaceable and will be friendly towards your people as long as your people are not aggressive towards them. Do not be aggressive towards them. Also, we're about to go and face the dragon, so I'm very sorry if you're about to die.
Nice.
Thank you. That's all you get back.
Wow.
Can't believe you made me burn a third little spell slot before we even fight the dragon.
That could have been the worst message of sort of someone's entire life. Like, right, you're just about to kill me, and there's a load of stone giants coming, and we've got to not be aggressive. Great. That's just what I needed to hear.
Are you heading through the small gap that they left
Yes.
for you into this cave?
Are we gonna have an order? How are we gonna?
We
Yes,
don't need
the
it.
order is kill
cool.
the dragon.
Yes,
I
that's
think
the order.
literally just before we go through the tunnel, Thomas will grab Shavarth's hand and kind of pause and be like, "Tell me one more time.
Definitely
We
going to
can
kill
get through
it.
this." And he's gonna gently pull on the hands to pull her towards him if she does not resist, and give her another kiss. All right.
She makes that noise.
Maxed out the mic. That was
I will just describe this and we can deal with all of the ramifications of it next time.
Oh, God.
The space the giants left is not big. You have to really push and squeeze to make your way through. And as you do, you enter inside this cave. The air in here thins out. You don't have that same toxic cloud everywhere. It's still very sulfuric, but the outside was worse than the inside.
Okay.
As you make your way inside, you crest a small ridge and there is a cavern in front of you. It is not very large. The dragon will not have a lot of space to maneuver, just to be clear. And the base of the cavern is a pool of lava that takes up about a third of this space.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
A dragon lies on the floor, asleep, the one that you have seen. It is sort of tucked in to a larger dragon skeleton.
Oh my god.
That's okay then.
Wow.
And that's where we're going to pick up next time.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's wow. That's wow.